Hello and welcome to Songs for the Struggling Artist, the blog cast. This is episode 93, and thank you for listening. Since I'm on a different platform or a different distribution platform now, I actually see the stats are a little bit better than they were on SoundCloud. But before I was seeing like stats from SoundCloud, which were different than the stats on that I could see through Blueberry, which I think was connecting to iTunes. Anyway, I don't know, but I don't think maybe I am getting more listeners. If so, yay! Hi, thanks for listening. But I actually think the ones that I was getting are now actually being more accurately tracked. So that's cool. So yeah, Anchor may be a little bit weird because they put that little thing at the end where they say it was made on Anchor, even though I actually don't make it on Anchor. I make it in GarageBand and then import it to Anchor. But, I'm not going to split hairs. They're giving it to me for free. So thank you. Today I am reading you a blog. This is a kind of a unique circumstance today. This is a first. This is a first on the blog cast. And in the blog, this is episode 93, and this is the first time this has happened. I wrote this blog maybe a month ago, something like that, a few weeks, something. And then I wrote a song that is kind of the same day, or at least I started the song on the same day when I was kind of in the middle of the experience. So today's song is going to have the same title as the blog, and it's also the first time that the song is not only directly related to the blog, but it was basically inspired by the blog. I've wanted to do that many times where I thought, oh gosh, I don't know what the right song to go with this blog is. But it's such I've never been able to really write the thing before. And I think, I don't know. So did I already tell you what the name of this is? It's called Hope Hangover. And I think the experience of that was so kind of, I don't know, strong that I just felt like, oh yeah, no, I actually need to keep exploring this or say it in a different way, or I don't know. Anyway, we have a blogcast and a song, and maybe they speak to each other, maybe they're redundant, maybe they don't, maybe they're independent. I don't know. You listen, you decide. But yeah, this one seemed to be more popular than usual with my fellow bloggers. I suspect that they have a similar kind of roller coaster experience in their creation. So I'm glad this spoke to them. Anyway, I'm going to read it to you now. Here it is. Hope Hangover. I thought I'd sworn off the stuff. I was trying to be level-headed about things, not indulge in too much of that magical thinking that my theatrical tribe is wont to rely on. But when I got that unexpected vote of confidence from an establishment organization, I felt a surge of hope. And my imagination, the one I use to write things and create art with, went a little bit wild. I got drunk on hope. I knew while I was drinking all that hope these last 4 months that I'd probably pay for it pretty hard later. But while I was downing hope, it felt so good. And when the rejection came, I sobered right up and woke up with a hope hangover. This is why people will tell you not to get your hopes up. They're trying to help you avoid a hope hangover, the kind that makes you feel like you were such an idiot to take in all that hope before and swear off hoping in the future. The hope hangover is no fun. It makes it seem like everything you ever did was a futile waste of time and energy and gives you no fuel for whatever you need to face in the future. But, just like the hope that came before it, I knew the hope hangover would pass. And this one did. It lasted about 24 hours and then it was over. I'm not sure, though, that I shouldn't have let myself get my hopes up at all. The hope hangover is survivable. I think in a way we have to allow ourselves a little hope bender sometimes, or else we slide deeper and deeper into a sense of futility. A little dose of hope, followed by a hope hangover, is actually better than no hope at all. One thing that decades of working in the arts can do is give you a sense of your own artistic patterning, like what you can expect in situations that were once unfamiliar. For me, I have, more or less, learned to ride the emotional waves of the highs and lows of artistic life. For example, I remember when I was a kid doing shows in community theater. I did a couple of plays, and after the third or fourth one, I started to recognize that once the shows were over, I slipped into a bit of a trough emotionally. But I gave it a name, the post-show blues. And the next time a show ended, I was prepared for the dip. It wasn't quite so scary, and it didn't feel permanent the way it had the first few times. It serves me to this day. This hope hangover thing is a similar useful model for me. It allows me to actually feel my feelings, to enjoy the highs of dreaming, of possibility, to drink the frothy fun of a transformed future. In other words, I can get my hopes up and just know that I'll wake up from that dream a little hungover. And luckily, some new good news came in not long after the previous disappointment passed, so I am actually hopeful again at the moment. But fully prepared for the probable hangover. So it's funny about this blog. I didn't remember this until I read it to you, but I actually only wrote the first half of it before I started working on the song, and the second half I wrote when I was getting ready to publish it. So where I was when I started it was in a completely different state than I was when I began. And that's actually true for the song as well. I think I had the verse. I had the chorus and then one of the verses, and it's kind of evolved since. But the actual, I began exploring the concept while I was in the middle of that hungover feeling, but really got into the nitty gritty of the work, kind of on both sides once it had passed. So that's funny. So. Because this is kind of a new song, not kind of a new song, it is new. I'm still kind of messing around with it, exploring it a little bit. There may be further evolutions of it along the way. This is it in its kind of newborn state. So maybe it will evolve and there'll be more, or maybe this will be it. I don't know, but I wanted to share it with you with this blog for obvious reasons. And I hope that you enjoy Hope Hangover. I let myself hope too much. I let myself dream. I let myself fantasize. I let myself scheme. And now it seems I got a hope hangover like you've never seen. I mean, is it dark in here, or is it just me? Did the sound of birds fade out suddenly? Did the colors fade? Do you feel betrayed by the fates that laughed at all the plans you made? I mean, is it dark in here? Yes, it feels real good when you're drinking down that glass of hope. Do you worry about how slim the odds are? No, you don't. You're happy till the end. Big breaks for all your friends. You'll never cry again, no, no. Once the party's going, you never wanna go. I let myself hope too much. I let myself dream. I let myself fantasize. I let myself scheme. And now it seems I got a hope hangover like you've never seen. I mean, I knew I couldn't win. I know how it goes. I know how these things return to their status quos. Even though I knew, I let the hope shine through. 'Cause you need some light to see the shades of blue. I mean, is it dark in here? Yes, it feels real good when you're getting high off fumes of hope. Do you worry about the unlikelihood? No, no, you don't. Your whole life will be changed. Finances rearranged. Your star chart will zoom out of range. You and your dreams will never be estranged. I let myself hope too much. I let myself dream. I let myself fantasize. I let myself scheme. And now it seems I got a hope hangover like you've never seen. When people say not to get your hopes up, this is what they mean.